Alright, hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to the Yokai Watch 4 Let's Play. If you did miss out during the last one, well, we went and did the couple other bizarre cases that were happening within our time. That, of course, was being with the Water God. If you guys do also get to go and see, we actually do have the Water God with us within our party, which that, of course, is going to be with Sniper, the Azer Dragon, which that is going to be our very first A-ranking Yokai, which that was pretty nice. And not only that, but we also went and jumped on into this mission as well, too, for this bizarre case, but we haven't really went and completed it off just yet, but we are, of course, going to be doing that here right now within our time for today, and then we're going to go and move off into some other type of stuff that's going to happen within our way of chapter 8 here as well. But if you guys do recall, within this type of mission we had to go and re-battle out with that Jingeki guy, and it seems like now Jinta is now back to his regular light side form, and we had to go and give him the plastic heart. So seems like everything is I think for right now this guy seems a little bit more calmer, and I know that there was some issues with the last other current bizarre case that we also went and taken on for the last episode with Neptuna, and it seems like he also got hit by that Fukuru type of blast as well too, from some sort of arrow or for something that was going on. Now apparently within both these two missions they also go and talk about the Black Sun, the Overseer yokai, and it seems like that yokai is probably causing those guys to be kind of running around in their shadow side form and doing some really annoying type of stuff that was happening around over here. But within these two videos for today, not only are we going to be doing our time out here with Yokai Watch 4, but we're also, of course, going to be doing our time with some more of Ocarina time. We are going to have to go and run into two other songs that we need to get for Ocarina, and not only that, but we also have to go and run into some great fairies as well, of course, to get ourselves with the Din Fire and also with the spin attack as well for a lake that is going to be happening. But we'll get into some more other type of stuff that's going to happen within that game. But for right now, we are, of course, going to be running on into our way out here within here of Yokai Watch 4. Now, we just went and got ourselves with some sort of Jinkei armor. I'm not really too entirely certain about what that's all about. We may probably have to give that over to maybe to one of our human party members that are here for this. Maybe we have to go give that to like Cole or maybe to Bruno or something for extra defense wise or something, or maybe even give that to a yokai. We'll have to do some more research about with that later on. But I believe for right now within this episode, since we're done with all these bizarre cases, it seems like we are going to have to go and move off towards back to the old Springdale of the past, and we have to head back to that manor again. And this time around, we have to go and head over to where Alistair is going to be, and also with Tay. And I think Tay should be able to give us something pretty interesting for us to go and continue onwards with the story. But I know that also as well too. Of course, we do have with another certain thing, which that's going to be a little bit of a side type of request mission or some sort of side quest mission that's going to happen. Not a bizarre case of that type of nature, but just a regular side quest challenge. And it's going to have to do something with Utsa, the butler that was here. And for what we are going to be seeing within this Utsa challenge, I'm just going to say this right now. You guys may probably remind yourself that it's going to be almost similar to like that one Yokai Watch minigame that we had to go and do before when we went into the Yokai world for like the last little bit of like the actual game that was happening. But there was that Grub Snatch guy or something. I think that's what his name was, right? It was like that weird, really weird yokai that apparently likes to go and clone himself into other yokai, and then apparently have to do a hide and seek within that actual within everything of that actual particular place, and you just had to go and just kind of spot out like who is the fake Grubber Snatch or who's like this other type of dude that's just like showing up around here, and you have to do that like several amount of times until like this guy gets like completely worn out, and then afterwards then you're actually done with the actual little side mission. But I believe you can actually skip around from that actual mission, and you can actually go and take care of all the different side quest missions like in the overworld before you go and head on into that way, because I know that I think what's it like Gargos or something, one of the Oni tribe members will basically tell you that you can't do it because you haven't went and accomplished out with all of the other different with all the different request type of missions that was happening. So unless if you went and actually conquered out with like majority of the different requests, then you can go and get past that Grubber Snatch one. But if you don't, then unfortunately you have to run into that annoying hide and seek game, which that'll probably take you at least about like a good hour or so just running around within this guy. But here's Utsa, so we kind of have to go and literally find out who is the fake Utsa, and apparently we get ourselves with a really nice, good, awesome reward out here known as the Mighty Mist, in which that will basically recover up your whole entire yokai, somewhat of like a max revive within this game. So very nice for that. I think we kind of do a little bit of this actual side quest. I know that I did go and find one of them, one of the fake guys, but I did a lot of editing here because this did take me like quite a while. But basically there's gonna be Utsas everywhere, plastered everywhere within the Springdale city of the past, and you just have to just make sure about who is the actual fake one and who is going to be the real one. Mostly, most of all the Utsas that are going to be here are going to be almost all real. So if you actually do go and talk to the actual real Utsa, they are basically the ones that actually have the English text dialogue, and the other ones that are going to be fake are going to have the Japanese dialogue. So there's one of the fake ones right there. So we already got one of them out here so far. But yeah, so just find them in random awkward places, and then you can actually just go and make sure exactly who they're going to be speaking to. Sometimes they can also be in very tight places and very weird, obscure type of areas as well too. So if you ever do go and find something that's like a little bit like really weird within those guys, then that's where you may probably want to go and speak to Utsa. So this was like the last Utsa that I found, and again, that wasn't really going to be the fake one, so I just decided to just run away from that mission and just go and head right into where Alistair is going to be. So this one is going to be where we now have to go and get ourselves with the old scroll, and we have to give this over to Bruno's grandmother for more deciphering type of coding. Then we have to go and figure out what's going to happen from here. Now, it's pretty nice that we do have Jack alongside with us, though, because I really do like what his whole special ability is, because I think he revolves around with like healing up your teammates or something within his special power, so somewhat pretty handy around there. But I believe also too, within everything that's going on here within this episode, we're going to be learning a little bit more about with Summer and this whole situation with her and her whole daydreaming that's going on with this whole Black Sun situation. Because I know that previously before, I think was it like in chapter 6 or maybe chapter 7, somewhere around there. I know that we kind of saw just for like a split moment when she was like fast asleep, that she was getting like some overseer like type of daydreaming that was going on, and I guess from there. Yeah, so from there, we kind of already understand about that she probably has something to do with the Sudatonji and Bodera and the whole situation with them having to go and find some sort of princess, right? And originally before they thought it was Isabel, but it's not really Isabel. It's basically, I want to say it could probably be most likely with Summer out here with everything that's going on now. And I know that basically at the very end of this episode that's going to happen for today is that we are going to have to go and basically play around within Summer and her, in her type of character within the next episode. But at least we kind of understand that we have to go and speak on over into where Theo's going to be, or aka Sudatonji in his human form. That's going to happen as well. So now we get to go and see what is happening here within this old scroll. Now I believe there is going to be a little bit of some voice dialogue that's going to happen within here of what's going to happen afterwards within this cutscene. So I'm going to keep myself quiet for when that actually does happen. But yeah, so it actually does talk about the yokai world and also with the overseer that's happening within the old scroll that's going on. But it seems like for what Tamamo was doing with all those souls, it seems like she was trying to go and give that all the way over to where that overseer was going to be. And probably he needs all those souls to be exact. But yeah, it seems like there's going to be no way to go and stop him. Well, that's not good. Even with the scroll, we don't even have any type of information for that. But yeah, so we are the Washmasters. So there has to be at least something that we need to go and do, right? Well, yeah, we can't really go do anything about right now at this exact moment, but maybe later on, maybe we'll go and find something else that's gonna happen, maybe within chapter 9 or 10, right? Because we only have like only 2 more other chapters left here. But I don't know if you guys are going to see, but there's Theo in the background there, and Summer's getting a little bit afraid about all of this. Well, there was that little itty bitty voice acting that was going on from there. But no, yeah, again, Summer just had one of those wild type of night terrors, I guess, that was going on here. What's it? That's gonna try and talk to it? That'd not be a good thing. Because you don't know what the heck that guy's going to do. Oh, so there's Theo again. But we already kind of know about who Tsurutoji actually is. Yep, and off he goes and disappears into the night sky. But it looks like we have to go and chase on after him, though. But we'll have to do that within the next video. But Youth Park is going to be the next way. So now we're going to kind of switch everything around and pass it along to Summer. And we're going to end things off here for today. So I'll see you guys in the next one. And of course, peace.